Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my channel. So today I'm going to teach you about VSFTPD. This is simple yet very powerful FTP server that you can install basically on any Linux machine, but for the purpose of this episode I'm going to use my Zima board. And we are going to start by logging in through SSH. So SSH, KST, my username, and 26 is my IP address. I'm going to provide my password. Alright, so first thing that we have to do is actually to install VSFTPD with sudo apt install VSFTPD. Provide password once again. Alright, so now type sudo systemctl start VSFTPD in order to start our service. And now sudo systemctl enable VSFTPD. Okay, and I'm going to clear my screen. Now sudo systemctl status VSFTPD. Alright, now next step is to create user. So I'm going to use command sudo user add, call it FTP user, and I'm going to use command M in order to create directory. Now with sudo pass wd ftp user. I want to provide password. It's going to be ftp user. Once again, ftp user. So not very creative. And the next step is sudo systemctl restart VSFTPD. Alright, now I'm going to use my FileZilla and I'm going to try to log in. So with 192.168.0.26, username FTP user, password FTP user, port 21. Okay, we are in. Now what we are going to do, I'm going to close this FileZilla. And now change directory to root etc. And first thing, just for the security reason, we are going to use sudo copy vsftpd.conf. We are going to create a backup copy of our VSFTPD configuration file. So I'm going to call it vsftpd.conf underscore backup, and now we are going to use sudo nano vsftpd.conf in order to edit this file. So what we have to do in here, first let me show you. With anonymous enable set to no, we are saying that we are not going to allow any anonymous connection. And with local underscore enable set to yes, we are going to say that local user can be logged in, and we have to uncomment this one. So write enable set to yes, because we want our user to be able to upload the files to our FTP server. And what else I want to do in here, there is one more option. Interesting for now. Go down. Yes, I'm going to uncomment this one. Chroot local user set to yes. So what's about this one? You want to limit your user to local directory because you don't want to give any FTP user rights to do whatever he wishes with your machine. So for that purpose we are going to enable this option. And there is another thing that you can do. You can allow your user to use a list of files. For that purpose, you are going to uncomment this one, chroot list enable set to yes. I'm not going to do that. And with chroot list, you are going to provide the file that contains a list of files that your user can use. And what else we have in here? With SSL we are going to deal later on, so I'm going to write these options. Okay, I'm going to exit and sudo systemctl restart VSFTPD. Alright, but now if we use our FileZilla in order to log in through port 21, and we are going to use port 21 without SSL, but with SSL we are going to use port 22. Now if I try to connect to my FTP server, but first I have to close previous connection, and now if I want to log into my FTP server, you see we have error. Why? Refusing to run with a readable root inside chroot. That means that you cannot use readable permission if your default folder is root folder for your user. So what we are going to do now, we are going to execute one more command. So it's sudo user mode d, and I'm going to say home FTP user, and we are going to create another directory FTP. Okay, and we are going to set this as a default directory for user FTP user. I misspelled. It's sudo user mode, not e, there is no e at the end. So d home FTP user FTP user. All right, now I'm going to change directory to home FTP user. Okay, there is nothing in this directory, so in order for this to work we have to make directory FTP like this, FTP. Okay, now we have it, and now sudo systemctl restart VSFTPD. All right, and now I'm going to try my FileZilla once again. We are disconnected. We are now going to connect to port 21. All right, now everything works perfectly. Now, when that is done, we are going to cover subject of SSL communication. I'm just going to disconnect from my server first, and now let's see where we are. Okay, FTP user, fine. I'm going to create another directory in here. Security. Okay, we have to use sudo make directory security. Let's see what we have. We have FTP and security. I'm going to clear my screen, and I'm going to change directory to security. We have nothing in this directory right now. And now I'm going to use SSH in order to create one private key and one certificate that we are going to use for secure communication. And if you don't know how to use OpenSSL, check out my channel. You have an entire list of tutorials about it. But for now you actually don't have to worry. There is only one command that I'm going to show you how to execute and how to use these keys. So type sudo OpenSSL rec -x509, because we are going to create certificate, both certificate and private key, and command nodes days. Let's say that we are going to set its validity to 1000 days. We are going to create new key. It's going to be RSA 2048. It's fine. Now key out, and we are going to name that key like key.pem in this local directory, and now out for our certificate is going to be cert.pem. All right, we are generating. We just have to provide some information. Okay, country code SR KG. So this is for educational purposes only. This data doesn't have to be correct. KST YouTube, common name, kind spirit, email, it's not important, and okay, let's see what we have in here. We have a certificate and we have private key. And now when we have that, we are just going to use it in order to configure our VSFTPD. So I'm going to use sudo nano etc vsftpd.conf. Okay, go down to the bottom of this file. So what we are going to do now, we are going to set SSL enable to yes. Now we have to provide certificate file. So it's in home FTP user security, I believe. Okay, this is certificate. It's cert pen. Okay. Another one. It's home FTP user security and key pen. Okay, there is a list of arguments that we have to provide now. I'm going to make some spacing here, and this is necessary in order for our security to work. So first it's allow anon underscore SSL equals no. Now force local data underscore SSL yes. Next option, force local logins underscore SSL also set to yes. SSL underscore TLS version 1 set to yes. Now SSL underscore TLS version 2 set to no. SSL underscore TLS version 3 set to no. And one more, SSL underscore ciphers set to high. All right, I believe that that's enough. I'm going to write this out, exit, and sudo system ctl. For some reason my network doesn't work very well now, but it's going to serve. So sudo systemctl restart VSFTPD. All right, and now let's try with FileZilla. So address it's same, username, password it's the same, and now we are going to use port 22. And all right, we are connected. So guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you learned something new, something interesting. So please like, subscribe, and see ya.